Lexium96 with a Prime sub.
Woo woo. Thanks for the sub. Hey, Dust Off. Oh, let's open up this web browser. Where are we? Oh. Just wanted to sleep more. I should probably go to bed earlier, but there's just so much to do every day. Yo, Nuts, how you doing? It's going good. Over I'm over the current format. I'm excited about these new cards. Got some ICL tonight. Got some ICL next week, and then the week after that is the new set. Like, set drops, and then about 4 or 5 days after that, we've got ICL with the new cards. Man, if only Cusco Whale could be meta relevant. Card's so fun. It's just a little too slow. Like, you have Dock to bounce, which is pretty neat. If you're playing a bunch of small twos, so like play multiple cards out to take advantage. It's insane and limited. New Olaf, maybe. Just as another low-cost card that gets played. Minnie Mouse, Amethyst Champion. How's the music? Is the music louder than normal?
The underscore dust off with a Prime sub.
I can turn down the music if I need to. I'm playing through YouTube instead of my VLC player playlist. Good morning, Clarissa. Clarissa inks it all. I'm sure you hear that a lot, actually. I don't know how I feel about this card. SPN. That was a first, really? I guess I'm elderly, right? So, not very many old school Nickelodeon watchers. I think that was Nickelodeon. I didn't actually really watch the show, but I saw commercials for it all the time. Whenever one of your other amethysts is banished in a challenge. Like, so they have to be challenging you. It seems more like you quest with your 3 characters and then you play this, and it's like a library, but worse. Oh, it's in any challenge. Hold on, I was thinking, so it is just a library. So it's just a library. I was thinking it was when they were challenged. So yeah, I could see this in the Flinger Dinger deck then, since it's when you challenge with it too. Makes things like Rafiki a lot better. Yeah, those cards are Dual Link. Pesky Mother Gothels. I mean, I like library, and when I look at it as a character library, it's like not bad. I mean, it's obviously not good against board wipes, but like our board wipes right now tuck or put into ink, you know, so this wouldn't draw anyways. It also gets hit by Under the Sea, which is kind of rough. And because, as Nuts just said in chat, like, because all the other cards are so powerful, like, this becomes less powerful. Like, if just this card was in current core, I think this card would be very good. Probably be played in Blurple. Most likely. Maybe it's too slow even. Yeah. I mean, library's easy to not easy and easy to remove. Like, it only takes like a challenge or two. And this could be like they might have to have removal for this, but there is that chance that they just have the removal for this and then challenge your board and you draw 0. And that's kind of like when they had Maui with Fishhook in play. Take out your library and then challenge your others. But still, I think library... What about this and library in the same deck, right? Yeah, play this, trade your board. Don't give them a chance to do anything. It's going to be probably where it is. Which is why I put it at 3. I don't think it's going to be, like, absurd. But maybe. It has a really high ceiling. Like, it can do crazy things, right? You can draw like 6 cards in a turn, and you know, it could be pretty decent. But on average, I don't think it's going to be that insane. Merlin, boost him, play mini profit. Whenever one, I don't even know which Merlin. When one of your other characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand, then choose and discard a card. I mean, this is like pretty similar to the Mini Mouse, but instead of a card off your deck, you're getting the character back. And it doesn't have to be Amethyst, and it's a 3/4 instead of a 2/3. Then you have to discard a card, so that's kind of brutal. That's kind of not great. But the rest of the card is good. We just ignored the downside. That said, it's still like not bad. Especially if you want things to go into your discard for some reason. Or you just want your good character back, and then you discard some slough you drew. Horned King with Kronk, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's cute. Right on curve. I mean, I'll give it a 3. It's maybe too good of a rating. It's a powerful ability. It's got some good stats, but all the characters are kind of going up. It really just depends on how good going turn 1 this, turn 2 this, singing Zeus is. Like, maybe Purple Steel Beyond the Horizon is a deck. It's like you get this, so you can sing Zeus early, and like it also lets you shift sing Beyond the Horizon pretty cheap. If you already have like the 1-drop Horn King in play, play a 2-drop, a 3-drop on turn 4, you can shift this, sing, and then play another 2-drop card. Or like play a 2-drop, shift this, sing. Like it has its applications, I think. And honestly, having your Nala get returned to your hand and discarding a character that doesn't quest for 3 also seems like it could be a thing if you're going like aggro. Set's dead on arrival now. Dang, budget Zeus. I mean, the issue is the budget Zeus doesn't hit a lot, sadly. It hits this. It hits some early things, but only dealing 4 I think is actually a big difference from the dealing 5. Like, it doesn't take out Tamatoas, and people are going to be playing Tamatoas with the Amethyst item we're going to be coming across here. I'm going to give this a 3.5, because I really want to sing songs with it. Might not be that good, but I like it. It's flavorful. It gets that half a star for flavor. I wish the art on this card was closer to the art style of the movie. This just looks too much like a kid's cartoon, which it is, I guess. But the movie felt more like a teenager cartoon. I don't know, it just had that 80s vibe to it, you know? It's not bad. But I want, like, I don't know. I just think the card would look cool like that. It's more He-Man than Black Cauldron. Yeah. What show is this character from? This isn't just a gargoyle, right? It's a dragon from something, and it's Storyborn. There wasn't... It's not a gargoyle, though. It's a dragon. I don't... Was there dragons in gargoyles? Was it just in Black Cauldron? It might just be one of the bad guys in Black Cauldron. Okay, interesting. Rasclot with the boom lore drop. I love it. Thank you. Evasive. Whenever this character quests, each opponent chooses one of theirs and exerts their ready character. This is brutal and limited, but I think I'd rather play Ursula and Elsa over this. Google lore drop. I mean, it's a 2-star. It's a 1-drop 2/2, but it's got a shift target that could be playable, so it becomes a 2-star instead of like a 1-star. 1.5. I mean, like, you're only ever playing this card because it's a shift target. Or Sorcerer. Dude, is that card still around? The thing that costs less for each sorcerer you have? What set was that? Like a 5-cost Amethyst card. Action. Set 6! Set 6! For each sorcerer you haven't played, it costs 1 less to play this action. Draw 2 cards. So, I mean, that's a thing. But I doubt it's gonna do much. I mean, I don't know why I moved it to the other screen. So we got the Horned King, we got Rafiki. Let's change this to core. Ooh, Mother Gothel. We haven't come across this card yet. So, okay, so this synergizes with the shift target one, right? Gets +2 lore if like you challenge, return something, and then you discard a card, this gets a lore boost. It's like, I could see playing it if like we need sorcerers. I don't know. I mean, maybe. You might be able to build a sorcerer deck, but... Oh, does it say leave a discard? Well, we'll find out in a second when we come across it. What it actually does. 6-7! I'm supposed to do this, which is weird and awkward, but it's more like 6-7? 6-7? I don't get it. I mean, this is, it's a big boy. Maybe there's a world that this sees play just from its stats. But... good and limited, that's for sure. Yeah, I can't wait to see the version of this card for China, the Chinese market. Because I'm pretty sure you can't have skulls. You can't have skulls on the stuff. Should be fine for the Horned King because he's covered in flesh. Ambush. Let's see. 4 cost 4/6. I mean, those are some. Like, I would play a 4 cost 4. Okay, it does have a drawback, the Stone by Day, I guess, but Challenger 2. Like, a 4 cost 6/6 is taking down anything beefy. Like, this is like the Elsa, but it doesn't ready, and it's got a bigger butt. But that's, like, fine if it doesn't ready right away. If they want to send their character in, then that's 2 characters down. It's, like, the same as the Elsa would have happened, except Elsa trades on the first one, and this one might not, so it's a 2-for-1 instead. This card's, like, not that bad the more I talk about it. She's got a rifle. You can't mess with her. A sorcerer, yeah, right. Another sorcerer. Magica Dispel. Shadowy and sinister. I mean... this card could actually be really good. But I think its main issue is that the reanimation card, Circle of Life, is a song. If Revive did what it should have done and been a Circle of Life, but a 5 cost action, make it like return up to 7 or 6, even up to 6. If it said 6 on it instead of 5, if it said 6/7 on it instead of 5, it would have seen play, because then it's value. Instead, it's like an uninkable liability. But if you could like up its value of what you could do, I could see it being better. Then this would be good. The problem is they play their discard outlet. They play their draw card, discard a card, discard the card, and then sing the Circle of Life. So this doesn't stop it. I mean, I guess, yeah, you could use it to shuffle their deck with Marin's Cottage. It's a cool card. And maybe it could be good against Circle of Life if they're playing like the Mulan on turn 1, drawing a card, discarding like Mickey. Then yeah, you want to curve this on 3 and shuffle that Mickey out of their discard deck, right? Or their discard. So, like, I mean, I'll give it a 2-star. I think we don't have the song that does this, that draws a card, which I would play over this every time. I think it's 1 cost song that cantrips, like, easy peasy. And I think it hits more than 1. But, I don't think the other thing. Works pretty good, Bobby. I did have to zoom out so I can just open it up and still see. I was like, oh, I'll use the rating that's in there. But I mean, that's not an issue. I just do this and boom. You know, it's good enough. It works. I mean, I could have been fancy and like made an overlay on the screen and then screen captured things. I could have went all out, but we kind of just did this on the fly yesterday, so I'm just keep doing it this way. Lower quality production, higher vibes, better vibes. Bad idea. All I want is to build lantern control of Lorcana. I don't know about lantern control. That's not a fun deck to play against. For the like, imagine if there was a card that said characters with 2 or more. Alright, characters with strength equal to the number of cards in your hand can't quest. The funny thing is, like, because of that, cards like Merfolk, that card actually wouldn't be as good as it is in Magic. Can't quest or challenge. So the deck empties their hand and they have Merfolk and they can quest with them. You can't even challenge them down. You'd have to play the new Iago could, though. You challenge and then it gets Challenger. Pumps up. So it could actually do it. I like that card. They should print that. Ensnaring Duck. They'll call it. What Disney character flavor is preventing people from, like, questing and challenging? Like, just put it on that. It should work. When you play this character, if you have a character or location play with a card under them, game and lore. So it's a worse goat. By far a worse goat, but it could maybe see play if you 90% of the time have a character under it, something, then I could see playing this card. But I'm not too excited about it. Oh, yeah. Just the Elsa chilling over there. It's what I won on the Ink Infinity Invitational. I need to clean. My house is messy. Speaking of this Iago, I think he's pretty good. If you need to challenge things down. Without Storm being around, I think if we had Storm, obviously it would be way worse. Well, you could go like turn 1 Horned King, turn 2 Iago, turn 3 shift the Horned King, Iago into something, draw the Iago back to your hand, discard some crap, or something like discard an uninkable, ink the Iago. like I've done that. It's not bad. This cat, I'm telling you, I'm playing Silk Song. I made it farther than I've ever done against the boss. And the cat jumps on my lap and I instantly get hit twice and just like die. Just like, come on, kitty. Know the time and place. I think this card's good. I mean, we've seen like multiple versions of this card. It's an ally. So could be in a purple steel scar list. Draw 4, discard 2 is not bad. Sadly, the gargoyle alert and all that. Didn't like that one, huh? This is maybe make it not worth. I think this card's decent. It's a sorcerer, you know, we need this kind of thing. Draws cards. It's a queen, a hero. That's a lot of keywords that could do something. Is a 1/3 better or worse than a 2/2? Probably worse, but maybe better. My nose hurts. I like it though. I think it's going to see some play. A 4, so it's just power crept by giving it a lore. Not bad. Yeah, a great shift target. Fantastic shift target. It's like, I don't like shifting on Elsa 5 very much, just because it's so much ink for one character. But it's not bad. Oh, the 7 Elsa. I like it with the 8 cost one too. But on curve for the Elsa 7, because that shifts for 4. Yeah, you don't need claws, bruh. I mean, it's got an okay stat line, but I don't want to really ever play this card. I just don't want to play vanilla characters if I can help it. We haven't come across the 1-drop Olaf yet. Yo, Earlmeister in with the raid. Your breath is stinky, kitty. It was good seeing you this weekend. Ultra Megatronic. Let's see, a 3-1 rush for 3. So already one more than you can do in Ruby. During your turn, when this character is banished, you may put the top card of your deck face down under one of your characters or locations with boost. Also quest for 2. I don't know what I think about this character, but I don't think it's great. Well, I mean, if you don't have a character in play, they might. The problem is you want a character in play by the time you're playing this. The boost has to be super impactful. And so, but what 1-drop or 2-drop boost are you playing that's insane with this? Because that's what you'd be doing, right? You play it, you ambush something, you boost up your character. If there's a 1 or 2-drop that's really good with boost, that is worth this scenario, then I could see it. But even then, like, that's going to work once or twice, then they'll always play around it, and then once it's a real archetype, they'll always play around it. Oh, there's no purple 2-drops with boost. Which one is Merlin? We've only gone over Amber so far. I thought Merlin was the 2-drop that boosted something. Oh, he's an Amethyst, we just haven't gotten to him. I'm gonna give it a 2-star currently. I like what it's trying to do, but to play a card when I could just pay the boost cost of 3, I mean, it does take out a character, maybe. Nothing really to write home about. It's gonna see, it's good and limited. He's, at worst, he's just a Rafiki. A worse Rafiki. At worst, he's a Stitch, a Rocket Stitch, which saw like no play. That's what I'm trying to look at. Like, so if you take away the boost part, this is a Rocket Stitch that quests for 1 more, but Rocket Stitch doesn't quest. It's got Rush. If the character has Rush on it, I'm probably not questing with it. The only example is like Scar, right? But this has 1 defense, 1 willpower. I'm most likely not rushing and questing. So it's like, it's an interesting thing. And I know where they're going with. They're like, well, if you're not rushing, at least then you can quest with it, and that's good. But then their 1-drop trades into my 3-drop. The Horned King has left a player's discard. Okay, yeah, I did read that wrong. I just read discard and it's like, oh, they discard a card. So you need... This triggers off of Lilo's. This triggers off of that. So you go turn 2 this, turn 3 the Magicka. I mean, it's a 3-4 for 3. Is that synergy can't be worth it though, right? I do like in our sorcerer beatdown. Should time to go give 3 cards if you use unshifted. Should time to go. What is time to go? I don't know what that card is yet. We haven't gotten to it yet. But if it says I'm assuming they're gonna type out the rest of what it does. Banish chosen character of yours, draw 2 card if it has an under, draw 3. Yes. So the way it's worded, since it says a card under it, then shifted cards count. It's kind of neat how it's worded that way. This works with... Okay, yeah. Playing Horned King just to get 2 lore on this. Or playing the Cauldron just to trigger this. I guess that's probably what it's directed to use since it's got the Cauldron in here. Triumphant. Not a huge fan of it though, but maybe. If you can always activate it without bending over backwards, it's obviously good. An Inkable 3, it's like a Piglet. It's much more difficult to activate Piglet, that's the thing. I mean, it's a 2-star. It's just a big, it's a Little John. Man, I got kitty hair all up on my hands and face. When you play this character, if you have 2 or more gargoyle cards in your discard, gain 2 lore. I don't remember this character from the show. So apparently I missed some of it. I mean, if I'm playing a lot of gargoyles, I could see playing one of this. But like a 5-drop that gains you 2 lore when it comes into play in Quest for 2 is... It's not great. It's not bad. The DLC, I talked about it a bit yesterday. It was great seeing people, but I'm not a fan of the meta right now. So I did not play against Blurple once, and I played a deck that I brought a deck geared to beat Blurple, and in 8 rounds I didn't play it once. So that was kind of unfortunate, but that happens. I played Amber Steel, and then like Alex played Amber Steel, and he played Blurple 6 times, and he made day 2. But he's also a good player too. It's just unfortunate, you know. I played against my worst matchup in round 1, blue-green, and had really poor draws. Like it was like all the things that could go wrong in round 1 went wrong, basically. Like had to mull 7, didn't hit a 1-drop, drew a bunch of uninkables at the same time. Quite frustrating there. Then I won 4 rounds in a row, and then I lost 3 rounds in a row. Happens. It was my worst performance at a DLC. Not my worst performance at an event. I've definitely 0-3 dropped from GPs before, and DLCs are like the equivalent of a Grand Prix. So, like, it could be worse. I've 0-5 dropped a Magic Pro Tour. The person who I lost to in the 4th round made top 8. I don't think he could have gotten it. I don't think he lost another game. His draft did not go well for him. Whenever you put a card under one of your characters or locations, move 1 damage. I think this is way too slow. Cool ability, but way too slow. No, because it says put a card under, and you're putting the card on top of. I think. That's interesting. I don't know. Because technically the new card has the old card put under it. But I feel like it's being put on top of it, since the other card's already in play. I don't think it makes the rating of this card any different, but that is a interesting thing. When you play this character, if you may choose and discard a card to return a character with 2 or less to your player's hand. This is like not bad. Play it, discard something worthless, return a dock. Play it, bounce, like discard something, bounce their aggressive start or their anti-aggro start after you go like Nala on turn 2 with a good 1-drop as well. It has its placements. It's like it can sing strength and stop your opponent from challenging you. Like, this card could be good. But it is card disadvantage. So like you would need something like Dock. It would like you would need to be winning the game very quickly or have something to reward you for discarding something. So like a Circle of Life. Or like the dock to replay and to refill your hand, and you're discarding your hand anyways. It's similar to Cobra. Probably worse than Cobra. And I'd probably, most likely I'd only be playing 1 or 2 of those. But I could see there being a world, if I'm playing a really aggressive deck, I could maybe be playing more. Play 4 Goliaths and 4 Docks, and then those, and then it's like when they spooky me, I can then play that. I guess they'd get rid of the Dock, but I could play the Goliath. It's just like a top end. When you play this character, if you shift a player, you may draw 4 cards. You know, our sorcerer deck. I don't think this is very good. Too expensive. I feel like she should have cost like 5. Been like a 6-7. Haha. Been a 7-6 or something like that. Oh, a good character. Let's see. When you play this, exert all opposing characters. Then, and that used to just be a 5-cost action. Uninkable even. Yeah. Then Each player with fewer than 3 cards in their hand draws until they have 3. You spooky me. I play this, I draw 3 cards, draw 2 cards or something, draw 2 or 3 cards, or I play Goliath and then I draw 2 at the end of turn. Like, there's some pretty good 6-cost characters that... So, the card that made me... In Runes of Legend of Runeterra, there's a card that was quite good. And when I saw Doc, it reminded me of that card. And that card costs 6. It was a 3/3. And it said when this comes into play, you discard your hand and you deal 3 damage to target character and you draw 3 cards. This is way closer to that than Doc, kind of, but also very good. Like, you play this, you exert all their stuff, you send your Calhouns and your Hooks and your Rafikis that you, like, spewed all over the board, and then you just wipe everything they have and you refill your hand. And you most likely take profitable trades, like your Iago's taking out some giant character they spent 5 for, right? I think it's a pretty good, like this and Goliath I think are pretty solid top end cards for these like Amethyst Steel mid-range decks. Like, it's... The only time you don't want to be playing this card is when, like, you're playing against hyper aggro and you're playing some slow control, so you're drawing them 3 cards. And even then it might be worth it, but unlikely, because they're also most likely already exerting the characters. I hope it's not $30. I hope all the legendaries are like $10. But so many of the cards are good. It'll be interesting. Like, this card is going to be worth a bunch of money, and then it's going to plummet down to like nothing. And then it'll see some play, and then it'll be worth a little bit of money. But it's not worth near as much as people are probably going to spend on it at the beginning. People are going to try to jam it in a blurple, and it might not work. I don't know, like... It is one of the better Punisher mechanic cards. When you play this character, you may choose an opposing character. If you do, draw 2 cards, unless that character puts that card on the bottom of their deck. It is a 3/4 attached to removal. Or it's just a 5-cost 3/4 that you draw 2 cards. So, like... You have to think of it in this scenario. Oh, I need removal because I'm going to lose the game. I play this and they just let me draw 2 cards and I lose the game because it does nothing. And I exerted all my ink. And they just quest out and win over a turn or 2, right? And a 3/4 body for 5 doesn't do anything. That's why this card's not good. Like, this card is good early when both sides are punishing. Where it's like, oh, you either lose your curve or you draw me 2 cards. Both of those things are going to probably make me win the game. And it's going to be super good on that, when that can happen, right? When it's board parity. And, like, so in, like, a Blurple Mirror, this card could probably be pretty hot, right? Like, you play this and you either get rid of their Genie or you draw 2 cards. They keep the Genie, you draw 2 cards, and then you're just, like, it also can sing things, and it's not like a terrible body. So I could see it being okay there, but when you're gonna lose if you don't draw removal and you draw this, it's just like, well, dang it. Or you need card draw and they just have a bunch of do nothing characters, and it's just like, oh, okay, you hit my Nala, my 1-drop 0/4 or something like that. Like, this doesn't seem that good against dogs. But it's bothering me. I'm gonna give it 2 stars, 2.5. I'll do 3. It can be insane, but I think on average it's not going to be as good as it should be. But I'll happily be proven wrong, I guess. Prove me wrong. Thank think the card's a little overrated, similar to the Spooky card, but Spooky alone, like, at least forces recognition of it existing, and that alone, like, could, like, as if Hyper Aggro actually became hands down the best deck in the format, you just jam 4 Spookies, and all of a sudden they get pooped on a little bit. When this character leaves play, you may return chosen character of yours to your hand. I mean, this card's not bad. It's also not as good as you think. Does Hades affect Vanish? No. No, it does not. So the issue with this is when it would be the best, your opponent has to be playing with it. Like, they have to be helping you, right? Like, they have to be exerting into it. Now, you can have other ways to take advantage of this card, but who wants to fire their cannons, their Olaf, to bounce one of their, like, I guess I fire the cannons, I fire the cannons my Olaf to bounce my dock, but if there's not a character for you to challenge into to take advantage, it's not going to be as good. But, like, its best case scenario is you have a few characters, they're questing out, you have no cards in hand, but like 5 ink, you play dock, you draw 2, you like ink 1, play 1, send your Olaf into a character, bounce your dock, replay it, draw 2 more cards, sing a strength, play a character, pass the turn, like play another Olaf, pass the turn. Then they can't quest again out of fear of the Olaf bouncing dock to do stupid things, and then like maybe that turns around. That's like the ceiling for this card, right? That's its best case scenario. And that's you having it in play and your opponent willingly questing with it in play. Nah, Cusco Whale easily. Cycle Hades on top. End. That's real slow. That's real slow. But it could be. It looks fun. I mean, it just like... So then you'd bounce 2 characters with your Cusco Whale. I mean, I think it's a 3-star card, but I don't think it's gonna be as good as you think, sadly. But it is a 3-card lock for Hades. That'd be pretty neat to see. Some people would not agree with that, but it's also like breakable, right? To an extent. You just have to take out the whale. So this would be the reason to play that 3-cost rush, is you play the Merlin on 2, your opponent quests with their 3/3 Diablo. You play that Rushy Boy, you take down their Diablo, and then you quest with this, and now if they challenge it with whatever they played on 3, you get to draw 2 cards. That doesn't seem that good, but it's not like trash. But it is 8 uninkables you're playing in your deck. This card I think is much better with, or is, I don't think you need the Ducksworth to make this card playable. I think this card is maybe playable. Like, it's not bad. Like, if they don't have the hook style card, if they just played a Basil on turn 1 and you played this, and they ramped and didn't have another 1-drop, and then the next turn when they play something that could challenge it, you just pay 2 to boost it. It's a 3-star. Like, I think it has some potential, but it's probably not going to be as good as a lot of people think. I like drawing cards. Have I seen the location deck? No, I have not. Well, there's a card under this character. She gains +1 lore and gains evasive 3. Or evasive 3, gains evasive. Oh, the John Silver location? Yeah, I've seen that card, but I haven't seen very many decks with it. This card quests for a bit. Challenges things. Takes out Genie. I think this card's decent. Sorcerer. Sorcerer. You just curve, curve, curve. Pay 1, draw 2, curve. I like this card. Question for 3 is a bit... It is just a body, though. Question for 3 ends games pretty quickly. Jingo Jane. I think this card's neat, sinkable, can shift some damage. I'd want to play some games to see how good it actually is. I think this card's gonna be ridiculous and limited. It's a good thing it's a super rare. It's a good thing it's a super rare. Like, this could easily just be a 2. It could easily be a 4-star. Because if the moving damage just turns out to be slow and do nothing, it's like 2. But it's kind of like an elephant that comes out a turn. You don't need ramp to play. And you don't have to, like, set yourself back. What is get to safety? I don't even know what her arm is like. Okay, her arm's going like this. I was like, I don't even know where her arm is. It's like, does it twist and turn into smoke? Like, Candio posted a list already. That's funny. Be gone! Yeah, this is not great. I don't think I want to be playing this, but maybe. But I doubt it. I just don't see decks that are gonna not have a character till turn 3. Exert chosen opposing character. Remove all damage counters from all the characters to that character. I'm not a fan. Like, I'd rather just play the inkable Hades one that draws you cards. Oh, so Yanni. I don't think I like this card. Yeah, the Hades one is not a song, but it's inkable, so I can play it when it does nothing. And I like drawing cards. But in general, I just don't like. I don't think there's gonna be that much damage. I mean, I guess it's like a bell. I keep thinking it's only 1 damage too. But I'm still not a fan. It's like I have to challenge something, and it doesn't let me do some, it moves all of it, so like it could help some of the other characters. Maybe I could be wrong that it's like a 1 or a 2 of, but I'm not impressed by it, nor am I impressed by this, but it's inkable and it costs 3 less than that. And I, like, there's going to be so many times that this is just this, that you're like literally just playing it to exert a character.
I just don't get it.
I just don't get it. Chosen ready character of yours to draw cards equal to that character's lore. Wow, it says it has the exert symbol instead of saying exert. Wait. Oh wait, no, this means I have to do it on a character that's able to exert. So they have to be dry, so that makes sense. Oh, yep, as chat's telling me. So... Oh, to draw cards. It's like, does that literally just say ready, like, exert chosen character to gain that character's lore? No, draw cards equal to its lore. So that's... Do I want to pay 2 to exert my Nala to draw 3? Do I want to draw 5 cards with Tamatoa? I don't think so, but maybe there's a time that it draws 3 or 4 cards. Oh, man. Maybe there's a time, but I've become a lot more Yanni now that I'm not drinking caffeine. Yeah, but it also requires me to have a Nala in play and not want to quest with my Nala. Like, they're gonna challenge it down. I think that sounds so sad. That poor Nala. Eating food, that makes people not tired, right? Is that how that works? Put some energy in me. We'll have everything bagel with some salami on it. That'll wake me up. That's funny. Draw a card. Exert chosen character with cost 2 or less. They can't ready at the start of their next turn. I mean, this is cute. If this just targeted anything, I think it could see some play. If I had Cindy, if I could play Cindy turn 1, turn 2, sing this on their 2-drop to exert it, so then next turn it doesn't ready, and then I can play my Rush 3-drop into it, maybe. Or so I could play my Calhoun, but that doesn't work. Like some 2-drop that challenge, like Iago, it doesn't ready, and next turn I can take it down. Yeah, this card seems insane and limited. But I don't think so in other formats. I don't know if this is a 4-star or a 3.5-star card, but I have a feeling this card is gonna just do so much work. Just because, like, it is just a friends, right? It's an action friends. It's kind of slow. You can just play it on turn 2 and then activate it later. But the fact that Tamatoa exists makes this card so much better than it is. Let's go 3.5. Yeah, it's just like all the item recursion makes it so much better. That said, if you try to slow roll it, like imagine playing this on turn 2 and your opponent kicks a Clarabelle on you. Heartbreak City! Gotta get a spoonful of cream cheese. Try not to make too much noise while I cream cheese this up. Ooh, another book item. Demona gains Rush. Alright, I didn't read what it says above that. But I hope it's good, because I really want to be able to play this item just so I can play Demonia. Exert all their stuff. And challenge her down. Challenge with her. I'm gonna cream cheese issue. During your turn, whenever an opposing... Ooh! I don't know if that's good enough. I don't think that's good enough. Giving her Rush and gaining like 3 lore, I don't think is good enough. Because it just doesn't do too much and it might do nothing. I'm gonna enjoy the top line. I enjoy it, but it doesn't do enough. Maybe there'll be, if there's multiple more Demonia. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Please, please. Give me that Philadelphia cream cheese sponsorship. Even though this is just Hy-Vee off-brand, but... I mean, this card's 3-star alone just because it's a combo piece, right? Go back to the book. I don't think this is it, fam. I don't know. Costs 3. This costs 1. costs 1. I could see a scene play. So you could play it and them not know it's coming. Oh, I know what Restoring the Crown does. I don't think you need that with Restoring the Crown. You need to play a character on turn 3 with Restoring the Crown. You need to give them a reason not to exert their characters. Because the book only gains you lore if they're exerted on your turn. So if you're playing book on 3, they're just questing. They don't care, right? Maybe if you go like Hook, Calhoun, book. And even then they might quest because they're afraid. I mean, you have Elsa, but... Oh, if book triggered on their turn, book would... Yeah, book would be way better. Okay, it makes sense as to that part. And I was like, yeah, the card's really good if it triggered all the time. This card is basically this card. But it has multi-kicker or something. It's like pay 2X, exert X characters, draw X cards. Exert characters of your choice that are dry. I mean, the big Demonia can get you lore. The problem is like, you need to be playing characters to challenge them down. If you're not doing that, I mean, maybe. Build a deck with it. Play a game if it's good. Tell me and I'll jam it. If I had Pixelborn, I would just play it. If we had the digital client... I don't think this is as good as people think, though. It is not as good as the castle. It's not a Queen's Castle, that's for sure. If this blue sees play, it's only because it has a shift target. But it's crazy how much this, like, if you cost 2, you basically, and you're vanilla, you get 6 points of power now. And so I'm gonna just kind of rate this like vanilla 1 cost 2/2. It's kind of crazy that they gave us this though. Like, it just seems even extra weak. I almost feel like this should be a 1/4. Do we already have this character already? Like this, a 4/3 or a 4/2 evasive for 3? Or are they all just 3/2s? I don't know what kind of deck to make now. You're just all on that book. This doesn't impress me too much. It at least trades with Genie, so maybe that'll, like, it could see some play if that's relevant. Whatever. We already have these. They're not bad. They're not great. What if I make a vanilla only deck? I don't know if that's the deck you want to make. Maybe. I think this card's okay. +1 is not much to write home about. There's better. I think this sees play because it has a good shift target. It's not terrible. The return of Kit. And hey, you get to use this kit with the Cusco shark or Cusco whale. I think this card's very good. And the fact that if you... There's one issue with Kit is sometimes you need to drop multiple characters in a turn to quest, and you couldn't do that with 3 costs. And you didn't need the ability. So, like, you can at least drop a bunch of these. Like, in a deck that's trying to go 1-drop, 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 1-drop dock. Like, quad 1-drops into a dock. This allows you to do it. You don't need to use the ability, but it's still a body. Do I have any Chase Enchanteds? I mean, I have some Chase and promos, but not like normal Enchanteds. I have a set of Shimmering Skies, but I don't go out of my way to get the Chase Enchanteds. I normally sell them. I'm happy about the... I guess they're bringing the next set champs. The cards are full art now for the participation. Big fan of that. I hope they give us non-foil Enchanteds soon. I'll go back to playing no foils. Do I have one to chase? There's so many good ones in this upcoming set. I think over half of them I'd probably be happy to open. That's crazy. Whenever this character quests, you may banish chosen item. It's big. If items became really big and they stayed into play and they weren't Flabbersham constantly, this could be good. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this card. It's a big warded thing. When you play this character, deal 3 damage to chosen opposing damaged character. 7 cost 6/6. Probably really good in limited. Throw your 1 cost into something, play this, shoot it down. But like Vincenzo deals 3 to anything. Quests for 1 more. Has a weaker body. Bigger butt. Hookhand. Unexpectedly friendly. What is the Snuggly Duckling from? What movie is that from? Is that Jim Hawkins' bar? Tangled? I don't think I've seen Tangled. Or if I have, I've seen clips and it was a long time ago. The Nice Villains Tavern. Alright, maybe I'll try to watch that soon. It's a big evasive. Maybe, if it had Ward, it's like I could see them like reanimating this with this, like Circle of Lifing this. I'm gonna be insane and limited. This is just a random chill wave, synth wave song. It's like 2 hours long. Normally I just listen to things on my VLC player. But I've been listening to the same songs for the same 18-hour playlist for a year. Feels like. Thanks for the sub.
White Floa cards with a prime sub.
When you play this character, you may put the top card of your deck face down. So this is so much better than that 3-1. Costs less. Instantly triggers it. You don't have to do something. It's inkable. How loud was the alert? Are the alerts super loud? Because I can turn that down. I didn't like this as much when I first saw it. But then I was like, with the 1-drop Flynn that gets bigger, it's like a good curve. And then with cards like Simba, it's also not bad. Like, basically to be able to use a boost ability more than once a turn. The alert's not bad. Alright. Hey, the Flynn. We were just talking about it. Alert's very good. It's a Prince. Let's get that Pride Lands back. I don't think that got reprinted though. Or did it? Nope. We just got this one. We don't care about that one. I don't remember. I think this card's not bad. Quest for 1, play something. If they don't play anything relevant, if they play something relevant, you can just boost it. Or you can play the Quack faster. Pump it up and have a body. It's not insane. It's only adding 3 lore to play by turn 2. And like you could just play a Daisy and then a Nala for 5 lore. So but I also think it's like not bad. And with like dock turns, you could play it on turn 3, play dock draw 2, next turn boost, like ink boost, play another 2 drop, like Merfolk's still around, so having an abundance of 2 drop or 1 drop second quests for 2. Highest rated card so far was a 4-star card. Demonia maybe? There might have been a 4-star card in Amber as well. Bobby, are you still here? Is there a way to sort cards by my star rating? When this character is challenged and banished, put 1 damage on each opposing character. I mean, good and limited, I guess, maybe. I don't think it's good and constructed. I mean, I love this card, but we don't need it now. We needed it in set 3 or 4. It does nothing now. They give us weakened locations and all the answers. So the locations are even more unplayable. Instead of just giving us good locations that had already become kind of unplayable anyways, right? The only one that saw play recently has been the blue one. And realistically, this launch pad should have been like an uncommon or a rare and quested for 2. The blue one, it's not in core anymore, but the one McDuck Manor, that's like the only one that's seen play in the last like couple of sets, basically. That and Cove, whatever that card's called. 7/6, but this one's uninkable and rare. The other one was just a common inkable. Quest for what? Did the other one quest for 2? It had to only quest for 1. I don't know. This card is trash. I mean, if you really need a body, maybe. At rare even to boot, I'm not happy about this card. Vanilla rares need to be so overcost, like so undercosted. Like if this quested for 3, I could see why it's a rare, and even then, I don't think it's that good. The Lilo synergy. I mean, it's got a body. It's just unequal. I don't know. I just don't respect vanillas. Like, I'm a Magic player, and I was not an aggro player. Like, I played Tempo, which is like aggro, I guess, but different. Like, Tempo would play interaction, where I feel aggro is mostly just turned sideways. Play this, and this also has Lilo strategy, just a different Lilo. So the problem with this is the Baloo they gave us costs 2. Right? So we don't have a good shift target for this. So this looks cool, but I don't want it. I don't want to open this because it's not playable, sadly. I don't think. If a whole new world is in the format. If we had a whole new world in the format, maybe. Maybe. But we don't. So then it's not really great. But it, like, to be able to shift this, make us each draw a card, I use that card I draw, and then I sing Beyond the Horizon, sounds awesome. But they didn't want me to do that, so they didn't give it the ability to. Well, there's a card under this character. She gains +1 lore and gains whenever this character is challenged. Each opponent chooses and discards a card. I mean, it's a big body. I like that they can't just throw away a do-nothing character into it. But it's not, like, insane. But it's a big body, so maybe it is. Like having 2 questers on 3 that don't get under the seed. And then if you cap it out at 3 on turn 4, you play another one and boost the one you already have in play. Goldie O'Gilt. She's double gold. O'Gilt, I took it as like O'Gilded. When you play this character, chosen opponent reveals their hand and discards a location. More location hate. weird card that just... Maybe they're really afraid of the Goofy. I mean, you can play this in your own location deck, I guess. You get to look at their hand, and then when you quest, you can put your locations they've taken down to gain lore. This card's not bad. It's not great. Paper Tiger. 5/4 evasive for 6, uninkable. When it quests, banish chosen damaged character, then you... This is not bad. It's not good. I mean, it's good. It's just slow. This would be very good with Storm. Like, this could see some play, but not too much. Like, it can't be that hard to put damage on things. You just throw a small character into it, and then you challenge, and then you quest, and you just get rid of something. Like, if they don't have damaged characters, this could just make them not quest. It could maybe be close to, like, having an impact on the board like Maui Shark does. Only a banished on play. And the fact that it gets hit by the new Zeus, like, why can't you be a 4/5? Why can't you be a 4/5? Because 3/6/9. Scrooge McDuck, an 0/2 for 2, uninkable. Alright, this thing better quest for a lot. And quest for 2. When you play this character, draw a card, then choose and discard a card. When this character is challenged, return it to your hand. No damage is dealt in that challenge. I think this card's good. Whether or not it sees play, that's a different story. But, like, I think overall this is, like, a good source of lore. Like, against a rush... Like, against Blurple, I think this could be good-ish, but against Hades' effects and Into the Ink, it's bad, right? So maybe not great there. Like, it would have been good against, like, old school Ruby Purple. Ruby Amethyst, like, where they're rushing in with Rafikis and Mauis. But if they have, like Brawl and Baby Sisu, just laugh at this. It's probably not going to be good enough. True. This card is a card. Not a fan. Just doesn't do much. Doesn't impress me. The Scrooge never goes to the discard. It says no damage is dealt, so it just goes to your hand. So they would not gain 2 lore off of Calhoun. It's a limited card. Maybe there's a world that you really need a 5, but 5 willpower. Goofy. Whenever one of your Emerald characters is challenged and banished, banish the challenging character. Your other Emerald characters gain ward. I mean, those are some abilities. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I just don't ever want to be paying ink to pump it. Better. This is better than Chromacon? This is better than Chromacon. The Ward Chromacon? Yeah, I guess. It has effects. It could be better. It could be a lot better. Now this is the card that makes the 2 costs that you boost something much better. I guess you could argue that you could use the purpley boy as well, the Duck Butler Ghost. That's a little... He takes down one of their guys and lets you do this. I mean, machine gun a character down or gain like 9 lore. This card has some potential, as it's like definitely a high rolly card. But if too much of your deck is built around taking advantage of this, then if they answer it, you lose. A 4 costs 2/4 Ward has shift 2. Whenever she quests, if an opponent has more cards in their inkwell than you, you may ink the top card of your deck. This is not a bad card. It's not like insane. But finally something to do against ramp, kind of. The problem is the ramping isn't going to probably do too much for you unless you're like, if you're also playing Goliaths in your deck in like some steel action, or if you're playing like Dock, so you ramp up and then whatever, or you just stop inking. Like, it's not a bad card. It doesn't only work on turn 3 though. So if you're on the draw, then you can use it right away because they play, if they ramp. I mean, against the ramp decks, right? Against Blurple on the draw, you can shift it and go to 3-on-2. If you're on the play, you just play something else on 2, or you shift it and then just quest and be like, what are you going to challenge it with? They're most likely you're not ever going to challenge it. You don't get any ink. They play a Sail, they play a Tipo, they jump you an ink. Then they pass it. You can quest, trigger it, and then ink. Or not ink. That's the thing, is like, you don't have to ink, right? You can make it so this is your ink every turn, because you don't need more ink. So like, think about how Dogs is like inking to 2 and 3 and not inking anymore. This gives them the extra ink to play some of their higher cost on inkables occasionally without having to shift them, while also not having to ink every turn. And if they're going like Sail into Cindy, then you don't even have to stop inking. Even you just keep turning sideways and ink, and then you're gonna stay maintained with them on ink. So it's possible this card gets you like 3 or 4 ink. Yeah. I mean, if you're only playing the 1-drop Webby on turn 1 if you also have this in your hand. Otherwise, you're holding onto the Webby and using it a couple turns later to get its effect. And then, or like, you're only playing Webby early for shifting, basically. So be it. Maybe. Unlikely. Need a lot of items. Like, this is a sideboard card that doesn't exist. Trust in me. I don't know how that song goes. It's just like really upbeat and happy. This card is not bad. Being able to like be just shrink all of your opponent's things and be like, oh, you thought you were questing for 8, you're questing for 2. And being able to sing with, like, being on the draw and going, like, turn 1 Angel, turn 2 Vanessa, then sing this on turn 3 with something else. Or in Affinity with Prince John. Yeah, I think so. I think there's potential. Well, hold on, let me put 2-star. I keep thinking it's Sing Together. It is not Sing Together. So I can't go 1-drop, 2-drop. So you have to usually have a 6-drop Sing this. It does make it this a lot worse, actually. I'm just like, it's a song. It's got Sing Together, right? Nope, this isn't Convoke. Yeah, you could have some big singers sing this, but... I don't like Stampede. I'm not going to like this card. This is okay. I mean, we finally have a Damage Matters card. It turns on the Prince Philip. It's probably going to see a bit of play. I already know people are playing it on Lorcanito. So vicious, mean, and scary that he's got a cork on his hook. Put 1 damage counter on chosen character for 3. Activate. Banish this item. Each opposing damage character gains Reckless until the start of your next turn. Another card. Damaged character. I'm just like, another card. This is just the first time I read this before too. I was just like, all your opposing characters gain Reckless. This is busted. Damaged. Yeah, Baymax does sing Trust in Me if you're playing blue-green discard. This card is slow. This thing is insane and limited. I bet. Absolutely insane and limited. Just slowly take off your... Yeah. I think this could be good. I can't judge this one fully, but I feel like this, like, does an item that says pay 1 exert, chosen opposing character can't quest next turn, that's good, right? I feel like that would just be busted. This kind of does that. The problem is like these 2 lore, 3 lore threats. This doesn't do that too necessarily. And I don't want to have to pay 1 for each of these each turn, right? Like, so I'd have to be ramping. This makes me want to be prepared, right? You play this, you slow them down, so then your 1-for-1s matter, or they commit to the board, and you're like, well, be prep. Like, I think I have some orange juice. That's what I need to get. I need to get some energy. The food woke me up for like 2 seconds before it made me tired, which I kind of assumed it might have. Did you drink all of the orange juice? They did. I drank some vegetable juice, that'll wake me up. smell good. One-star cards killing my... Yeah. Delicious. It is refreshing, though. Cold. This card has potential. But it's probably not going to be good enough. I like this. I do like this card. It's vegetable juice. Transmission fluid. It's just red. It's just some blood. Vampire confirmed. Just drinking wizard juice. Taste the Eye of Newt. Oh, for a wizard deck. Or sorcerer deck. I don't know. It's like a flute. It's probably not good enough. I did, actually. We can talk about that here. I was playing against someone, and he challenged into my... What was it? It was something that had resist 1. Nala. I think it was just the Nala. With like a 2/2. Or is it an all? Pretty sure Null is the only thing that has resist without the penny. But I think it might have been. So they challenged my character. I had pennied it too, that's the thing. So it had resist too. But see, this is why it takes me off, because I remember I was going to put a damage counter on it, and they forgot about the normal resist. Troubadour. It was a Troubadour. That makes more sense, because they challenged it with a 3-powered character, thinking it was going to get banished. But they forgot it had normal resist, and they forgot that I pennied it to boot, right? And earlier in the match, they had also done something, and I was like, yeah, take it back, I don't care. Like, it's scenario that I feel like some people might call a judge, like in the previous rules, to shark them. But at a local level would have always been a take back for me. But if it was a top 8 of a DLC, I might not have. I don't remember exactly the thing. And I think there's a lot of people are like that are a little more sharky at times. But realistically, it's probably the first one would have, no matter when, I probably would have let them take it back, actually. But the second one, the resist challenge, so the way it happened is they challenged it. I looked at them, and I grabbed a dice, and I was putting the dice on the character. And as I had my hand almost on it, like an inch or two away, he was like, "Oh, that's got resist." And I was like, "Yep." He was like, "Oh, I don't want to do that necessarily." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And then I go, "Wait, let's see how these take back rules go." I was like, let's see what they say. I was like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna let you do it, but whatever, let's see. So I called a judge, or we called a judge, and the judge gets there, and we explain what happens, and then the judge is like, you challenged, that's what you did, like, no take back. And I was kind of confused because like the scenario that happened was like almost identical to the scenario that they described at the beginning of the event on when you should be doing a take back. And my opponent was like, "Oh, okay, I guess we're doing that." And I was like, "You should appeal." So I told my opponent to appeal. So then he appeals, and then the judge comes over, and I can like it was Judge Phil, and I can like hear him saying something behind me. I didn't even look over, but he was basically like, they told me what happened on the way here, and he starts giving his ruling very quickly and whatnot. And I was like, oh man, like, are they really not gonna let him have this? And Phil's just like, this, yes, you take it back. Like, yep, you don't have to challenge it. Like, easy peasy. And we're like, oh good, that's what we thought was gonna happen, but we wanted to like double check and make sure. And so I'm extra glad we called the judge, because then Phil was able to let the floor judge know the proper way to do it, because obviously they were a little confused though. So like there's like so many lessons in this story for people to understand. One, always appeal. Especially, all right, you don't have to always appeal, but you probably should be, because if you're calling a judge, then most likely something is not working the way that you thought it worked. And if the explanation the first judge gives you as to why it doesn't work does not 100% make sense to you and sound right, then just appeal, and hopefully the head judge will either give you the proper ruling or be like, no, what they said is right, you just don't understand the game, basically. And so they did get the take back. And it didn't matter either. Like, that was the thing. It's like both me and my opponent already knew the game was over. But, like, we still wanted to see the interaction of how it happened. And, like, I'm just going to let him do that. It was fine. But that was it for me on take back things. There's no way a judge is actually saying that. But, like, they're basically saying that in a very nice way by telling you how the game actually works. I had one where a guy sang with Cobra and had already put the card in the discard, then he changed his mind after realizing he had no ink to do. I mean, that seems fine, honestly. There's no new information, just a slip up. I'm much more lenient, I think, or what I would like the game to be, I think, is more on the lenient side than other people. The worst one I heard about, worst quote unquote, the most impactful. Oh, you think yours was frustrating? The most impactful I've seen or heard of, what happened to Freddy, where his opponent played, I'm assuming had no cards in hand, but played a Visions, took a card, put the other 4 on the bottom, reanalyzed the board, realized they were going to lose the game, and then called a judge and then asked to change the card from the Visions to one from the 4 on the bottom. And then so nothing new happened, so they're able to do that, and then won the game because of that. Was able to then stop Freddy from winning. And so, like, that's obvious, like, and that's just how it's going to be, right? People are going to be like, oh, like in my scenario, the game was over. No, there was nothing on the line for this ruling to happen. Either way the ruling went, would have been like, okay. But for this ruling depends the outcome of the game on the spot. Even if it did in some other rulings, if it doesn't happen immediately, but when the ruling basically is like, okay, judge, come over here and tell us which one of the two of us wins this game. One of those two people is not going to leave happy. Whoops. have lost plenty of games in my life of Magic and Lorcana, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and then I just like butcher it. Like I just start on step 2, and I lose on the spot because like I just brain farted for half a second. And this ruling stops that sometimes. This prevents that brain fart from happening. I really, really, really hope that they continue with this and they allow note-taking. Get rid of the no note-taking rule. Please, please. I don't care if my opponent wants to write down every card I ink. Let them. What else are they doing on my turn? Nothing. People are... You leave the ink you're doing face up till the end of your turn. You pass your turn. You write down what you inked. And you flip them over. Like, why just allow note-taking. Let me write down the cards that I see in my opponent's hand. That's the only thing that could take time. You know, like Ursula 2 taking a little bit more time. I normally write the cards down while I'm thinking about what I want to take. Every card I write down, I'm like thinking, oh, do I want to take that? Oh, I can't take it. Well, which one of these do I want to take? Like, it doesn't take long to write a few cards down. All it does is punish people who don't have, like, what skill are we testing in this game? Is this a memory test game? Like, I don't think so. I think this is a strategy-based game with Disney art. So, let me play strategy and don't punish me for having a terrible memory. Anyways, alright. Got sidetracked. When you play this item, you may put the top card of your deck face down under one of your characters or locations to boost. Oh, they made 2 things like this. Whenever one of your characters or location with a card on it is challenged, gain 1 more. I mean, we are flipping that Flynn with not paying its boost. This card is probably also not good. Possibly. I'm trying to pass my turn. Stop writing. You're going to try to use ink tokens? That's funny. This card is drastically worse than the character. That said... There's this funny world. Also, you don't want to play this with Simba, right? Like, you never want to flip this with your Simba. Because does Simba put items? It's only characters, right? If Simba puts items, then you can play this. But it would be kind of cool to sing Circle of Life, put Simba into play 3 copies of Bagpipes and that 2/2 to get 3 boost triggers off of it. That's funny, Blader. Well, we gotta do squats. This is an interesting one. So you play this on turn 2 and you move Goofy and your 1-drop to it and you draw a card and then the next turn you can gain 2 lore off of it? Maybe? Like, meh. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not good. It honestly should have a default 1. But maybe it would be too good then. Two stars. I could see it popping off, but... Oh, everyone's favorite. Oh, Smee. Oh, only that Fairy Godmother plays a free character or item for your opponent. mean, if the bird's only watching, why does it matter? The card's obviously good. Let's see if it's just better than Smee. Like, I'm all about being able to play some things. I just really wish it was a pirate. Like, why is this not a pirate? I want to play Ruby Steel Pirates. A deity, so it gets got by sword. Whenever you... Alright, alright. This is a good card. You can use this with that blue. So at the end, you like boost it, quest again, and then I guess never mind. It wouldn't work the way I want it to work because you're boosting it so it readies on its own. Yeah, never mind. But it's still not a bad card. It's just so big, but it's reckless. Like this bottom part probably doesn't matter. Just being a 2-cost 3/3 reckless is good, and this call to battle ability like could be like not bad. I think it's a fine card. Put reckless on it so it's not able to just stay ready and act like an item. You know. Mid. This isn't set 2 or 3 anymore. We've got 3-cost 4/4 things. Now, here we go. The power creep is among us. But it's not that much of a power creep. I think it's fine. As long as the next set we're not seeing 4 1s. Or 3 3s. Do you think a 1-cost 3/2 is too good? Without having to boost? I mean, the Flynn is that, but you boost it. I think a 1-cost 2/3 is probably on the same power level as this Tinkerbell. But a 1-cost 3/2 is probably too good for a 1-cost. But Moana's not vanilla. Moana has a downside. I'm referring to just vanilla. Because you can make a 1-cost 4/4 if you want to. You make it so it only readies if your opponent had a character get banished. You make it uninkable, and you make it come in and exerted. Like you can always make big stats. Right? I like this card. I love the fact that I can shift Tinkerbell on this. But I don't know what I want to be doing with that shift Tinkerbell. I think it costs 3. Is it the next card? Where is it? Right here. Costs 5. There's not very many 1-cost characters that have a shift 5 in the format. They like rotated a lot of them out. The problem is there's not too much to do with it at the moment. But too much to do except for singing Beyond the Horizon on turn 3. Better fire the cannon, folks, or I'm making you discard your hand on the play on turn 3 and putting you at 3 cards. Which is what you play. You have 7, you go to 8, you go down to 6, you go up to 7, you go down to 5. It only makes you discard 2 cards. If you play 1-drop, 2-drop. You go 1-drop, sail, 1-drop. It's still the same because the sail draws in it. No, you only lose 1 card then. I'd be so upset if I'm trying to be on the horizon on turn 3 and my opponent would only lose 1 card. I'm still playing it. Hoping they discard good things and draw more trash, but I think Ruby Steel could be a thing, like especially because you can go turn 1 Tinkerbell, turn 2 Power Line, and then shift Tinkerbell, and you could be singing. Can't sing Mob Song, sadly. I think you could sing Eye to Eye if you wanted to, but that probably is not good. Yeah, it's definitely worth doing, even if they only had 3. But where were we? We were up here. All right, so I'm not a huge fan of this card, but at the same time, oh, that is a synergy. But I don't think this is good enough to play in like the Location Matters decks, most likely. But it's just cute that it turns on this plains with a big character that then when they challenge your location, that big character can bash down. It's a cool card. I don't think it's very good. We just got this abundance. Ruby's like, you want 2 cost 3 3s? I got you. They're just not going to print. I hope. I really hope they just don't print 3 2s and 2 3 vanilla 2 drops anymore. Like, at all. Like, I just as much as, like, I'm assuming they're not making vanilla 3 cost 3 4s and 4 3s anymore either. I think they're just going to make vanilla 4 4s. Maybe make vanilla 5 3s and 3 5s for 3. You think a 3 5 for 3 is too good? This is a big butt. But I mean, this is... If this was by itself in a set, I would say it's like a 3-star, but since this is the new medium, it's going to just be a 2-star, because I'm assuming it'll shift to a point where it's not that backbreaking. Whenever you play another character with 5 or more power, you may ready this character. If you do, he can't quest for the rest of the turn. So you get a quest with him, and then you play a big thing, and you get a challenge with him. It's going to be really irritating and limited. This thing is dumb good and limited. The character is banished this turn. This character gets +2 power. Go JDV. This card's whatever. I'm not too excited about it. If there's a world that there's like a ton of 4 will-powered characters I need to take out, then maybe. The Daisy Slayer. It's not even a Daisy Slayer though. Like, I mean, it's like a turn 4 or turn 3 Daisy Slayer. Your other character has to be banished. So I guess, alright, I guess if you're like Fire the Cannoning a Mulan that they played on turn 2, or like an Aurora, and maybe. Where's the card ticker to? Well, I haven't had that on in a minute. I don't even know if I still have it. Oh. There we go. You don't need to see my taskbar. Look at all those cards going down in price. Brave Little Tailor, $900. That's got to be a promo. Just like staring at it. It's a lot of red. Katrina Van Tessel. She danced the night away, hoping to find someone who could keep up with her. This is the Ichabod Crane thing, the Headless Horseman. A 4-cost 6/4. Yep. See, we had 4-cost 4/4s, and now 4-cost 6/4s. That's crazy. This looks like Cinderella and the ugly stepsister mixed into one. So this is what Cinderella's dad and Lady Tremaine, the daughter they had in the universe that he didn't die. Because he's dead in the Cinderella, right? I hope he's dead, unless he's just letting his wife do everything. I mean, this card's good and limited, but... The Elsa was... Did the Elsa have Challenger 2 or 3? Oh, but the Elsa was a 3/4, so it's like the Elsa. Rush 3/3, like Inkable Rafiki. I like this a lot more than the uninkable 3/1 Rush that has a boost ability. This is so much better than that. It still might not be good enough to see much play, but it's a card. Maybe good enough if we really need to stop aggro. How many inkable anti-aggro cards can you play before you still flood on anti-aggro cards? Hermes is groovy for sure. Aggressive Lord. Whenever he challenges another character, if there's a booster, each opponent loses a lore and you gain a lore on a 2-drop. That's interesting. But it's only going to happen like once, right? That said, turn 4, pay 2, boost this, play a 2-drop, gain a lore, you lose a lore, trade off your good character. It's kind of like a build an inkable Calhoun. Or if you have a way to give it resist or something. I mean, yeah, being able to eat Nalas and Diablos, though, like, imagine I play a Nala and then you play this. Or you play this and then my turn 2 is Nala. Like, ugh, I'm on the draw with a Nala is already bad, but this just, like, insult to injury. The card's, like, not bad. It is a little expensive to do. But, like, you can play this and then play the 2-drop character, right? The Speed Ducky, Speed Quackster, or whatever her name is. Quick Quack. And, pump it up, still get a character, gain a lore, drain them a lore, while, like, it's not bad. And if aggro is a thing, this is... Like, this is good in aggro against aggro, if that makes sense. Like, you can play it cheap to go under things. I don't know. Like, imagine if this was a 4-drop. What? And that's the thing, is like, look at the cost of the boost and the ability. If you got it right away, if you added them together, is it worth it? It's like, not this one. It should be boost 1 maybe, but might be too good. If 3 or more cards, it doesn't ready, but a reckless 6/4. This is an interesting one, because you play it on turn 3, and your opponent quests with their bad character to force you to reckless it, and then it doesn't ready, and then they can quest with their Daisy after you, like, take out a Nala. Or it's like, oh yeah, your Tiana doesn't ready. Like, you're not gonna exert your Tiana because you don't want it to get eaten. All these bigger characters make Tiana a lot worse. That's why Tiana is so good, is when you can't just pay 3 and challenge the Tiana to get rid of it. Normally you can't. This vegetable juice was actually like a pretty good choice. I think it's a solid 2, maybe 2.5. It's gonna see play. People are gonna try it out. They're either going to try it out and it's going to be bad, or they're just going to play it. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you want to play this on turn 3. It's not going to ready, right? But maybe. It doesn't quest, so maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe you, like, you're just like, I'll play it, I'll gain 2 lore and make this big thing happen, and then in a turn or 2, when I come out of cards, it readies up and challenges. I like being able to shift this on the 3-1 and then eat a daisy. Or if I'm playing a Diablo on turn 2, I could then play this on turn 3, shift this in, and then have the Diablo eat something, and then sing, like, Zeus on their 3-drop. I guess this doesn't exert Diablo. Well, my Diablo takes their 2-drop, and then I sing or move on their 3-drop. Only an uncommon, which is why it's a 3-butt, but I think this card's good. Oh man, I can turn this so much louder. Alright. Is it still really loud? It's pretty loud for me, but I turned down the Brave. Good. During your turn, whenever one of your characters banish, draw a card. Whenever this character quests, chosen character gains Rush. It's way too slow. Yeah, we need to get the blaring tunes. Only on your turn. So it's like a Flingerdinger's card. I mean, it's an interesting card, but I think it's slow. It's so good in limited. So many of these cards are just bombs in limited. Throw down some Dragon Force for every dragon we come across. King and Queens can't quest. At the start of your turn, if an opponent has 2 or more ready characters in play, gain 2 lore. Not a big fan of this card. It's slow, does nothing. I mean, you mess up, like if Elsa Typhal becomes a thing. This could be pretty good. This could, just because of the Zeus. If Zeus is played a whole bunch, then, like, this not being able to be Zeus is pretty good. And then being, like, if you're able to quest with it, and then protect your character to the extent where they can't, like, sing removal because the singer has to challenge, it's, like, not bad. Some people are really high on it. I just think it's okay. Whenever you challenge with a gargoyle, gain a lore. 4 costs 5/5. Looks CG. It's not what my gargoyles looked like. But it does look cool. Goliath. Kind of disappointed in the card. It's like a big body. It just doesn't do anything. And we already we have like 4 cost 6 4s with no drawback. That said, playing this and then gaining 2 or 3 lore is okay, but it could be so much better. Now this is good. A 2 cost 3/2 evasive. You have 3 more cards, isn't ready. Like, normally for this price, we're getting a 3/1, right? So if you're challenging with this and taking something down and it survives, I think you're fine if it doesn't ready right away. If it takes a turn to ready. you know, it's probably reasonable. The only problem, if you're playing on turn 2 and questing, then it's not as good. It might see some play. It's also a little too slow now, or like too old. Slow in its impact on the meta. I mean, like, because alerts coming in, and that just does what this would do a lot better. I do think it's kind of unreasonable that the Amber Mickey is inkable and gives +2, and this is uninkable and only gives +1. That said, yeah, no. I think it should just be +2. Honestly, I think it should just be a blanket +2. It's also a 4/4 when the Mickey's a 4/5. Yeah, you get this powerful reward, but like... This could be so much better. But it's not bad. It might even be good enough. And I'm pretty sure the way it works is like if you have the Tinkerbell and you can play this, then like your other characters might be big enough to trigger off of it. Donald's one of the most popular characters in the world. In non-America. It's like 2-star. It could be so much better. Ooh, more cards for my uninkable high power deck. High strength deck. The Ruby Challenge Matters stuff sucks because for competitive players, because people play around it. It's as simple as that. This one is not a play around though, so it's a little bit better. But like all the and like this Goliath, they like what you have to play it and challenge that turn. Otherwise, they're just not going to do anything. It's just like Shere Khan did nothing. Aladdin, barreling through. A 4/4 for 3. Reckless. With boost. And if it's boosted, you can exert it to gain a lore. Amber needed drawn, didn't get any. Blaming DeCandio and his cards aren't even out yet. I think this card's fine. It's basically that gargoyle, but it readies up. And you can boost it to not let it have to reckless. Like, so you can quest with it if you want. Well, it's worth noting is it doesn't lose reckless. So you're going to have to exert it still by gaining a lore. So if they have like a 5/5, it's still going to get banished, right? But you get to gain the lore instead. I do like that. I think this Aladdin's fine. I've liked quite a few of the Whispers, and I love the art style on the Whispers. Like the half sketch thing. This card is obviously good. I mean, this might be my favorite card of the set. Because I like this type of thing. I like being able to play my cards out of my discard pile for free. Or just play them again. Like, I liked Ursula 3 I liked because it reminded me of Snapcaster Mage. Even though it didn't target the discard, it still doubled things. It's like you played it from the discard. I liked the green Lady Tremaine as well. Lady Tremaine, she's my girl. All she does is banish characters and return cards from your discard to your hand. You wish it was when she boosted? Yeah. But realistically, it's fine this way. Because one, it gets around, it passes the Bucky tests, right? So you get the ability, but they get to challenge it. It's got a good body for that, so it's trading and you get to replay something. And the thing that people are going to hate this card. Like, I played a lot. So in Magic, in Historic on Arena, I played Black Red. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Like, I just played a black-red, like, control tempo deck. And this is Dreadhorde Arcanist, basically. And when Dreadhorde Arcanist is very good, it is very oppressive, because it's basically, I'm going to play this removal from my hand, take out your character, I'm going to quest with this, take out your other character. Now you have no characters. If you play one character, I play one Dragonfire, I take it out, and I quest. And I replay something else, like a Sail, or a Visions. Oh my goodness, a Visions, right? And then you play two characters, well, I play removal, quest, redo removal. If you only play one, I do play the removal, then the next turn I get back removal on your play one again. And it's just like, it'll single-handedly win the game and create better than draw a card advantage, because you're getting a card, well, normally better than draw a card, because you're getting cards you've already played, right? Is better than just drawing a random card, getting removal back you've already played. Getting back a strength, getting back a Zeus Bolt with this, right? Yeah, I just think this card's very good. And I will be trying to play with her, even if she's uninkable. I just think she's very powerful. Doesn't come in on turn 2, though, like Dreadhorde Arcanist does. Like, those are the types of Magic decks I want to play. I would love to play a Lorcana deck that my top end was, like, 3 cards and there were 3 drops. And everything else in my deck cost 1 and 2. Because it was just like a tempo-based deck like that. I'm still inking every turn, but I'm like playing multiple cards. Like, people would hate it, but that's what I would do. I'm gonna give her a 4-star. I think she's gonna probably see play in most Ruby decks. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but like, I assume if you're playing Ruby, you're gonna play removal. Because she's uninkable, she might only be a 2 of, but like, she's gonna win games. She's not a sorcerer, but you can get back that sorcerer cantrip card. Lady Tremaine's gonna make me a red-purple main. When you play this character, ban a chosen character with 2 or less power. During your turn, whenever an opposing character is banished, each of your characters gets +1 strength. This is a close one. Like, if Tremaine doesn't see play, it could be because this is replacing it, but paying 5 to answer a Daisy is pretty mid. Like, I honestly feel like this should have been the legendary and this should have been whatever, but this is a lot of text for a legendary. It's not a bad card. And, like, a lot of things get hit by Under the Sea, so this card can bring Tiana back to $4. I mean, maybe this, like, they're playing Tiana on turn 2. You have to, like, Reds, they're gonna have to sail into this. I don't think Dies the Horseman's gonna be a thing, but maybe. Maybe. I heard there's some people playing, whatever the blue thing is that everyone hated, that shrinks by 2 when you ink. Like, that makes this a lot better, right? So, maybe? Coil. This into Pneumonia. Demona. Like Mona, but demon. Mulan. During your turn, if you put a card into this, one of your characters or locations this turn gains no damages. I mean, it's good, but your opponent, like, just doesn't quest into it. My Demona. That's how I'm gonna remember how to say it. I'm not a big fan of this card. Whenever this character challenges a character with 2 or less, each opponent loses 1 lore. I mean, at least it's a 4-cost 5/4. Like, that's... Maybe there's a world that the Buffy characters just change the game. But I really hope they don't. Because if they do, it would be a change where just removal and stuff sees less play. Because it can't, like, steel removal sees less play because it can't target it. And then, like, Dragon Fire is just, like, a weird tempo thing. I hope not. It's big, but it doesn't do much. Ready it, he can't quest this turn. I mean, you can just keep dealing damage to it if you want to for no reason, but it's really expensive. Or am I shifting it on like nothing? I don't care much about this card. You can shift it and sing an 8-drop, but I don't want to Circle of Life it either, I don't think. So there's a 2-cost shift target. I feel like you should quest for 3, honestly. 5 or more, play this for free, basically. Ready chosen character they can't quest. The next time they challenge, gain a lore. I like this card. I think this is a neat card. Yeah. Just like LeFou, I think it's really good, but we just don't have a way to use it properly yet. What does Sleepy Hollows do? Whenever a character quests while here, you may banish it to gain 2 lore and give them evasive. I mean, I like this card. I'm gonna give it 2.5 stars. Just because it's I mean, it's like a 1.5 star card. But this is probably better than the Minnie Mouse Pirate. Because this is inkable, and the Pirate is uninkable. Costs 3, and you have to ink to get something back. Where you can just play this for 1 to get back a Speedway from your discard, and then go off again. And the Sleepy Hollow, I feel, is like an okay-ish card to have in that deck anyways. You can play it on turn 4, you can pay 4, move your Muffin to it, gain 2 lore and protect your Muffin, and you'd gain 4 lore total because Muffin gains the lore from moving there. And then you quest with Muffin, so you'd gain 5 lore, maybe 6. I can't remember if she quests for 2 when you shift her or not. Like, maybe Speedway Locations is a deck again because of it. And that's what I like about it. Like, it's not a great card on its own, but there's a world where it's good. And returning the Sleepy Hollows draws you a card to boot. So you can use it to revive Sleepy Hollow, and it's enough to meet the condition? Yeah. But if you already had a Sleepy Hollow, you could get a Speedway and still draw a card. Yeah, I'm always trying to get Speedway to go. Let's go, Speedway! Like, I'd have to look, but it does look like there's a few more pieces. Now, if this card was only an Amber card, so I could play it with Scrooge, with Ludwig. I want to go turn 2 Ludwig, turn 3 this, draw 2 cards, and get an ink. Oof. 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 That'd be so good. So good. In general, this card's probably not good, but maybe there's some weird way to use it. I think drawing 2 cards is alright. It's like it's a friends in Ruby, but you have to lose a character. It's like, can you take advantage of that? Can you play a character that you get a bonus from? It's like, can you play this, draw 2 cards, and use your Olaf to bounce some character you quested with to get it back to your hand to reset it for later? You know, like that type of gameplay. But I don't think there is, so it's a little narrow, so I gave it a 1.5 star. Because if you're just playing it to draw cards without other synergies, it's nowhere near good enough. Yeah, Jane, you can. So the only one of those that seems good is there's a 2-drop, I think, that actually synergizes because you banish it, you draw the 2 cards, and then the Yzma goes back to your hand because you have more cards in your hand than your opponent. I'm pretty sure it's that way. I don't think this card's good. I'm sure I'll lose to it in Limited and be like, why are you playing this? I mean, Dragonfire saw play in set 1. I don't think it was a 4 of, but it might have been in some decks. And, like, we have so little removal. If you don't have very many uninkables, it's fine. I almost played 4 Dragonfires at Worlds and 0 B-Preps. Because we didn't want to B-Prep, we wanted to just take out... We didn't want to take out Shark. We found we were only playing B-Prep to take out Sharks. And that hurt us anyway. So this way, with Dragonfire, we can take out the Shark and quest again. I do like the art more on this one than the previous one. When you play this item, chosen character gains rush this turn. Banish this item, chosen character gains rush this turn. I like it. I was upset we lost the red sphere, and this is a good replacement. I just like it. The problem is we don't have the Flaversham. But if we did, I like that you can play it, pump, and then Flaversham quest and draw cards. That you don't have to activate it to pump the Automatoa or something. I think this is a good card for the random items deck. It's like not bad with Shark as well. The Bitter Wood. Once during your turn, when you move a character with 5 strength or more here, you may draw a card. I think that's a little expensive and a little bad for what it does. They're like, you guys hated Castle, so we reprinted Castle in Ruby, took a lore pip away, and made you only able to draw 1 card, and made it cost more to move to. What, Pooka? You don't like the accents? Pay 6 to draw a card, maybe. The Bitterwood. No. Not a fan. This I think is cool. I think this has possibilities. Like, it's a 4-cost action. Look, it's a 4-cost action that says chosen character who quested this turn gains evasive and you gain 2 lore. Kind of. Like, you do have to play it before you quest, basically, but 4 ink to gain 2 lore and protect your character. It's probably too slow if you're not using location synergies, but in the synergy deck it could be good enough. Interesting that you have to have a detective to get rid of an item. This card's not good. Like, sure, if you have a bunch of detectives, maybe it does something, but it's so much effort to get rid of an item. It should be like, when it comes in, hit an item. If you have a detective, draw a card. Or if you have a detective, destroy another item. Or something. Whenever this character quests, look at the top card of your deck. Put it on the top or bottom. Wait, I went into Sapphire. I need to stop. I have to take a shower before I pick up my kid from school. I'm stinky. You're inking your own Mushu's rocket ramp at home. Ew. I don't know about that. We've literally got Mickey in the set. Alright, who are we gonna raid? Got Luxury versus Never Shift tonight on the ICL. Same category. Non-English, 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 but this looks like an event, so we'll check this one out. It said English, so maybe it is English, although all the chat's not in English. Alright, we'll hit this one up. Thanks for watching. I will see you later tonight or tomorrow. We'll finish up the review tomorrow for sure, though. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.